My cameraman.
Am I allowed to film?
I don't know. Yes, apparently. Well, I don't know. Did they?
Yeah.
Do you mind? Is it all right if you're in the witness protection program? Just put your hand up now, and then let us know your previous identity and why you're here. What was I going to say? Oh, what happened in your brain? What happened in your eyes? What happened in your body when it opened up to the wider circle?
It meant that you were open to receive at any time.
So it means that, but what happened inside? How did you make it clear that you were ready to receive it? Alert. What is alert? If I was going to do alert the way you do alert, what would I be doing? Sorry?
You have to be more relaxed, to be honest.
More relaxed? What parts of you were more relaxed?
The body would be more relaxed in order to more quickly as well as
Yes.
the eye pattern.
Yep, absolutely.
We're moving.
There was a movement. Yeah, you become, it's like you're on the balls of your feet. Now, some of you weren't, and I could see some of you were having troubles because of that. Did anybody realise that they were a bit too tense? And because the clap came to them, they didn't realise the clap was happening. Yeah. Whoops! I've got the clap. We love this game, just because of the opportunity to say I've got the clap. So once you knew that, you were able to relax. Yeah. So think about this in terms of when you're working with a team in a project management meeting, when you're working with people one-on-one, when you're interviewing with your boss, when you're doing your development conversation, when you're negotiating for a raise or looking for a job. Which of the two things are going to be more effective for you? The tight or the ready to receive? You don't have to even answer that question because it's kind of rhetorical, isn't it? And yet, we all know how to do this. Brene was saying we know how to do this. It's a question of pulling this out. So next time you're in one of those positions, think of now. Yeah? Think of, I'll just open up to receive the clap. You never know, you might get a standing ovation. So that's the clap. I'm going to make it one more level harder. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Because we're moving the goalpost today. This one will require you to know your own name. Can I check? Has everybody got? Okay, excellent. Actually, the first stage doesn't have your name in it. The first stage... Oh, no, let's go to advanced. Let's go straight to advanced, all right? I'm going to demo it with one group, and then you can do it in your own group because there's a setup phase and then there's a play phase. I like the play phase much better, but without the setup, you can't have the play. First, we might even out the groups, though, because check how many... can somebody count in each circle and tell me how many you are? 8? 12?
10.
Okay. Can somebody even that out for me?
12 goes to 11.
Right now? Okay, the brains the size of the planet have worked it out, and the answer is yes. I'm going to demo with this little group over here, because they were the first before to jump ahead. Well, sorry, you were, but I stopped you because it was way too advanced. Too quick. I'm going to go with this group because I like them. So here's how it's going to work. Everybody in the group is going to point. Actually, no, you're not going to point. What am I talking about? Mick's going to pick up his hand. He's going to point to someone and say their name. Elvina. If it's obvious they're pointing at you, but you think they won't be able to pronounce your name, please let them know your name. So remember who you keep your hand up, and remember who you pointed to and what her name is, or his name. Should it be a man? I will put the gender-neutral language into place. Elvina's going to point to someone else in her circle, anyone but Mick, and say their name. So do it for me. Excellent. Remember, keep your hand up, just so you can remember. It's easy for you to remember because you've got it in your body. Sylvia, you're going to point to someone in the group and say their name, and then keep your hand up and remember their name. So we're establishing a pattern. Peter's now going to point to someone in the group and say their name. Okay, and remember Fran's name. Fran, you're going to point to someone in the group. You see the pattern? Excellent. Remember Jenny's name. If your arm gets tired, you can swap, by the way. I'm totally fine with that. Just remember who you're pointing at. So Jenny's going to lift her arm and point at someone and say their name.
Mark.
Excellent. Mark's going to lift his arm, point at someone, say their name. And Stephen's going to ditto. Thank you. Tim's going to point at someone. Yeah. Ian's going to point at someone. Okay. Mangalo is the last.
Yes.
You will point at Mick and say his name. All right. Now, for the moment, keep your hand up. Keep your hand up. Now, they're going to repeat that. They've set up a pattern. They're going to say the same names over in the same order. So it's going to start with Mick, who's going to say...
Elvina.
Who's going to say...
Sylvia.
Who's going to say... Who's going to say... Keep going.
Jenny.
Mark.
It's best if you get their names right, but if you're pointing at them... So go all the way through till we get back to Mick. Keep going.
Steve. Tim. Ian. Mango. Mick.
Brilliant. Okay, Mick, run it through one more time. I want to see it 3 times. Go, quickly.
Elvina.
Sylvia. Peter. Jenny. Mark.
Steve. Tim. Ian. Mango. Mick. Elvina.
Sylvia. Peter.
Frank.
Jenny. Mark.
Steve. Tim. Ian. Mango. Mick. Elvina.
Sylvia. Peter. Frank. Jenny. Mark.
Steve. Tim. Ian. Mango. Mick.
Yes! Okay. That was just a setup. Now, you can drop your hands, as you have done. Let's see if you can do it without the pointing. Go.
Elvina.
Sylvia. Peter. Jenny. Mark.
Tim. Ian. Mango. Mick. Elvina.
Oh, yes, look at that. It worked. All right. Now, here comes... Now, are you... I think we should do that setup because it gets complex after this. That's just the beginning. So you guys, you can do it. Just get it right. Okay? Well, nobody's listening. You guys, everybody else, set up your pattern. If you need help, ask me. Some of you have the magnificent opportunity to be able to go, again! Now imagine being able to do that in a project management meeting, yeah? And some of you actually experience success, like having gone through the 2 patterns simultaneously and getting to the end and going, oh my God, I didn't know we could do that. Now, if this were a 2-day workshop, we would get you to 7 patterns and you would be so proud of yourself. But I have a feeling that some of you are already pretty proud of yourself. In a good way, please. Because this workshop is literally vulnerability personified. Like, you are opening yourself up to the possibility that you could fail. And what happens when you fail is you got a new response now. What is it? But you don't have to necessarily do the physical action in a project management meeting, but you can have that attitude, yeah? And this is what improv is. The most famous thing about improv is yes and. You may have heard yes and. But essentially what it means is when something happens, that's the only thing that could have happened. And so what do we do now? And this is what these exercises have been teaching. How do I say yes? I failed. Yes! Let's do it again. How do I say yes? We got it right! Oh my God, I didn't know I was so clever. It doesn't kind of matter. This is a game. But life is a game too. And whether you fail or you don't fail, how you handle it is different. We have like 1.5 minutes left. So I thought it'd just be nice for you to, in your little cells, in your little tiny, because 1:15 is when we've got to finish, yeah? Is that correct? Yeah, so by my watch, I don't know why. 2:15. Oh, sorry, 2:15. Yeah. At 1/4 which is by my watch about 30 seconds ago. But please take 30 seconds to just work out what this workshop's, what you're going to take home. You're going to take one thing home. It could be a realisation, it could be, yes, again. It could be something else, I don't know. And then we'll shout it out in a second. Take it on, what are you going to take home? What are you going to take home? Can we form one big circle again, please? Is that all right? Is that easy? You you know what one big circle looks like now. Give me some ideas. What are you taking home? What are you taking home? Sorry, what?
Have fun.
Have fun?
Got to try.
You've got to try. That's the minimum, isn't it? What else?
Being relaxed and being...
Makes a huge difference. Absolutely.
Perseverance. And be open to failure and succeed.
Exactly. Because fail fast, fail often. You had
Fail
some-
as a community.
Fail as a community. Absolutely. Be supported within that. Yes.
Don't get too fixed.
Don't get too fixed, especially in terms of posture.
Well, I was actually thinking don't get too fixed in the pattern.
Oh, interesting. Anybody else got anything they want to say?
Learn from failure.
Learn from failure, absolutely. Celebrate, thank you.
Keep at it.
Keep at it, exactly. I set you up to fail. You failed brilliantly. So thank you. Please, I did a workshop once where we did that exercise and it turned out that's all we did all day. And there was a massive culture change as a result of that. So you could take this back to your teams. And how simple was it to set up? How long did it take? I don't know, half an hour? You could create amazing change with your teams just by doing that exercises and debriefing it. My apologies that we don't have time to debrief it in any great detail today, but if you want to come talk to me when you see me out there, I am so happy to debrief this kind of stuff because I'm really into like an analysis like you wouldn't believe. I'm speaking again tomorrow though. You'll see me tell some stories. Exactly, because fail fast, fail often.
Fail as a community.
Fail as a community, absolutely. Be supported within that. Yes.
Don't get too fixed.
Don't get too fixed, especially in terms of posture.
Well, I was actually thinking don't get too fixed in the pattern.
Oh, interesting. Got anything they want to say?
Learn from failure.
Learn from failure, absolutely.
Celebrate.
Celebrate, thank you.
Keep at it.
Keep at it, exactly. I set you up to fail. You failed brilliantly. I did a workshop once where we did that exercise and it turned out that that's all we did all day. And there was a massive culture change as a result of that. So you could take this back to your teams. And how simple was it to set up? How long did it take? I don't know, half an hour? You could create amazing change with your teams just by doing that exercise and debriefing. My apologies that we don't have time to debrief it in any great detail today, but if you want to come talk to me when you see me out there, I'm so happy to debrief this kind of stuff because I'm really into like an analysis like you wouldn't believe. I'm speaking again tomorrow though. You'll see me tell some stories on stage in a tapping creativity session if you want to come to that. But otherwise, go on out and make shit happen.